welcome to my Dare to Win. It's not. Welcome to my Sleeping Giant save, Borussia Mönchengladbach, 4th season in. We've just managed to do one of the main reasons we're doing the save. We've actually won the Bundesliga by 3 points from Bayern. Cracking result, okay. Knocked out in the last 16 of the Champions League. We're back for the DFB Polka Cup today against Bayern. Not going to be an easy game, is it? And we were runner-up in the German Super Cup. So we're having a good run of results. So I'm happy with where the save's going. Got an injury today to David Rome, which is a bit of a worry, but Nets can slot straight in for him. That's a straight change. And Rooney is back fit, so that's good. And we will actually put Rooney straight in for the cup final, will we or not? It's alright, I haven't played this for like 8 or 9 days, so I'm a bit rusty with who's what and who's where. I'm doing the Dare to Win save as well, which we've just lifted the Carabao Cup with Blackburn on that one. So yeah, that was in yesterday's episode. Bayern Munich then, in the final. This is pretty much going to be the team. So we've got Capril in goal, Posch, Lukiba, Pavlovic and Nets across the back four with Vigo, Danilo and Kone, central midfield trio. I'm surprised they're not linking up better than what they are, because that's pretty much been our midfield for the last 2-3 seasons. So yeah, Schödel and Onyegbul out wide with Vitor Roque up front. So that's the starting lineup. 2 substitutes outside. Sorry guys, this is the only trouble. No, that's fine. So he's injured, so that's fine. Unfit players, as you can see, we're having to rotate the squad around. Nets hasn't played since getting injured at the start of the season, middle of the season, sorry. So yeah, a little bit rusty. David Rome is annoyed that he isn't playing, but he's injured. Why would I play an injured player? So, we haven't got a great record against Bayern. Let's not try and make out that we have. We haven't. What? Kone is one of my most experienced players, and he's still struggling with comments that I make, like that we should be able to play the game of football that he's paid to play. So anyway, maybe I'm reading more into it than what there is. Here we go then. BMG, Borussia Mönchengladbach. Really enjoyed this save. I've really hated it at times too. First 2 seasons I was expecting a sack every week, because as you know, if you followed the save, first 2 seasons we really struggled for results. We scraped through literally. We were losing, and I thought we were going down there already. We were losing week in and week out, and it was only because the first season I had a really strong start to the season that kept me in the job that season, because I finished the season losing 10 of the last 11 or 12 games, and then the following season I lost 10 or 11 of the first 12 games. So I was in a woeful position. Managed to scrape through with Champions League football, and that's going to be a booking referee. What? And he's straight through, and they're going to score. Oh, he's put it wide. Are the gods on our side today? I thought we should have had a free kick there. I've got to be honest. I thought he was fouled on the middle of the park. But the ref played play on, gave them the advantage, and it nearly knocked us a little bit. So I was going to encourage, but I'll wait and see what happens here. So we're not really doing a lot at the moment, are we? We've turned up, and that's about it. We're getting tackles in. Oh dear, and this isn't looking great. And they've been very wasteful in front of goal so far, I must say. Long may that continue, but they are absolutely showing us the way, aren't they? Not good. And here we are on a break. Well, it's not, and that's got to be a red card, ref, from the back. Upamecano from the back. And yeah, straight red card, get off. Now, second half, that makes this a little bit more winnable, a little bit more interesting. And it's not good enough. We're playing. That's what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to fire them up. Because they have got the ability. They've just won the league. The morale and the belief should be above the clouds. Do you know what I mean? They should be on a different level. So we're not going to go anything above positive. I've done that with Bayern before in my first season or two, thinking I was going to be invincible as the new manager of Borussia Mönchengladbach. And yeah, backside and silver platter was mentioned, I think, at the time. And there's a good interception by Shouderlup. He's got it back to Kone. Kone through. Should have really done more with that. Kone's picked it up again. Kone's playing quite well. For somebody that was a little bit disappointed with me telling him he had to play football, he's done quite well so far in the second half. Vigo. Oh, what is that? Really? And that shows that none of my players had made a show for him to get a pass to. And Shidle up over the top. Kone's through. And Kone's put us 1-0 up in the cup final. Oh, he can't not allow it, can he? There was nothing wrong with that. That was sweet, smooth, precise play. And he's given a goal 1-0 up. Could we have a trophy lift today, guys? Danilo. And this would be the double. Now that is big step. Did we win the Polka last season? I think we did. So this would be the consecutive wins in the Polka as well. Bit of a theme with my saves at the moment. We've just won the Carabao Cup for the third consecutive season with Blackburn. We haven't won anything else with them, but we're able to win the Carabao Cup. So here we are, we're 1-0 up against Bayern. 60 minutes gone in the Polka Cup final. And we're through again. Vigo, come on, my son. Oh, he's at the post. And why wasn't Vita wrote there? God, he should have been on that like a flea at a barn dance, shouldn't he? He really should have. When I say flea at a dog's barn dance, not redneck barn dance. Although, so we're going to make some substitutions. 70 minutes gone. Scheidel back from injury is struggling, so we're going to give Diaz a run out there. Vita Roque playing okay. Doesn't look to be on the pitch, I have to be honest. We're going to give Tommy Doyle a run. Tommy Doyle's been quite a good player for us so far. I think I've noticed Man City play him as a centre half, so we'll have to have a look when he does play. That is, Posh is coming off for Dest. Dest has been here for a few seasons. Good player for us. Not really a regular starter. And I'd like to get Frederick on. He's been with the club from the very start of the save. So yeah, that's our 5 substitutions. We're all going to get a little bit of Polka Cup glory, hopefully. I'm not tempting fate. We're 1-0 up with 12 minutes to go. Come on, guys, this will do. Let's just end the game now, ref. There's no need to play it the remainder. We're still not shaded. We're doing well on the XG on opportunities. And in fact, if we win this, I believe we deserve it. I know the sending off changed the game, and here we go. Another trophy lift for Borussia Mönchengladbach. That's 3 trophy lifts in 4 seasons now since coming back and saying that we were going to make them great again. Have we made them great again? I know we haven't done it in Europe, but I don't think they ever did do it in Europe. I think they did semi-finals and last 16s, which we are done for the last 2 seasons. Wow, chuffed. Wow, chuffed with this. Does it get any better than winning all of the domestic titles in Germany? I really don't know. I don't know whether this should be the end of the save or whether we do go on for Champions League glory. I don't think, if I'm honest, the club has the backing to go a lot higher than this, than what they are. Finances wise, we'll see. I'll have a think on it. I'll do today's episode. Outstretched arms. I'm absolutely made up that we've done what we've done so far with this club. You know, it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, we needed a bit of luck to actually. So as there's not a second game in this episode, I'm going to go through the season reviews and stuff and the supporter profile. I'm quite shocked. It's the first time I've ever seen it. We've had no change in the supporter profile as such. We've gained 1.3 million followers on social media, and we've done everything that they wanted us to do, basically. Club vision and expectations. The worry is that there's nothing here. They still only want us to be the best of the rest, and we've just won the league and won the Polka Cup 2 seasons on the trot. That annoys me a little bit, I have to be honest. So we'll have to see. I'll accept it, but we'll have to see. I'm really tempted to finish a save here. I don't think we're going to win in Europe. We don't have the backing of the board, and we're not a big enough club. The board have announced plans to enlarge the stadium by 30,500 seats. Initial estimate indicates that the planned work will cost £82 million. That's a worry. Expected these were to take 12 months. The ground capacity will temporarily reduce as one of the stands will be closed during the renovation. Long term good, short term not so. Finances, that's why they're doing it. We've got a lot of money at the moment, but we're not. I can't buy good players for this. It's the game. I need 4 times that really to have any chance of signing good players. And I mean, there's one player. That money in the bank isn't one player that is of a level that we need to be looking to sign players for. So disappointing. Where's my season review? There are no fixtures. Oh, have I got to do the playoffs? Ah, there we go. So season review. New arrivals. I don't remember there being many. Okay, Jacko, waste of space. Was not a good player. I bought him as backup, and that's all he was. He was a waste of money, really, I think, hence his appearances. Capriel in goal, star signing. Can't argue with that. I thought he's played well. He's only made 13 appearances. But yeah, he played well. David Rome, forgot I'd signed him. And there you go, 49 million. But he was a good player. And he has 23 appearances, 7.404 average rating. So yeah, and I'm quite surprised that he's got 7.3. But then again, I only bring him on when we're winning comfortably, so it makes it easier. On Yegbul, I'm amazed this isn't my signing of the season. He's been absolutely phenomenal for us. 33 appearances, 23 goal contributions in one way or another, £10 million. Absolutely brilliant. 36 to 52 million at the moment. Diaz, good signing. I didn't think we made anywhere near this sort of signings. I must have had some money last season, I guess. Diaz, Real Madrid, another cracking signing. Well happy with him. Tommy Doyle, well happy with him. Vitor Roque, he is going to be a bit special. I said I can't build a team with the money I've got. He's come in, he's done really well. So's Lukaku, who's playing centre half for us. He's been absolutely awesome this season. I'm going to move the camera so you can see the ratings, well, 6.99, but every one of the signings have come in and hit 7s. Makes me out to be a bit of a whiz on the transfer market. I don't buy lots of players. I don't spend lots of money. I try to do it in as real as possible. I don't think any chairman in the world would let you bankrupt the club. Some do. I don't play that way. I try to make sure that we financially we stay viable as a club. So Bundesliga, we've won it. They're pleased that we won it. We won it comfortably in the end, I guess. I'd say comfortably. Was it ever comfortably? We had a mixed bag of results around towards the end of the season when we were in Europe, Polka and everything else. So yeah, Champions League knocked out last 16. I think we didn't have a great Champions League season, did we? We managed to scrape the results to get through to the last 16, which is a good achievement for this club, I think. Polka, I mean, we beat Dortmund and Bayern, best 2 clubs in the country, so we've beaten them. We've had a couple of easy games. Well, 3, I would say. Hertha Berlin could have beaten us. We've obviously done these guys on penalties. But yeah, I'm happy with that. It's a cup win. German Super Cup, we played Bayern, started the season, lost 1-0. So, moments to remember then, 9-0. That's in the Polka, nothing team. This came off a defeat, if I remember rightly, and I was really worried we were going to be in a bit of trouble. But yeah, it rebuilt our morale. Match to remember there, Bundesliga beating Borussia Dortmund 2-0. I think that was the last game of the season, which meant that no, it wasn't. It was mid-season. Okay, so we beat them at the end. Last game of the season, we beat them to lift the cup. And yeah, another goal of the season there in an easy game. Finances, and this is where I'm coming from. Okay, sponsorship 37.1 up by $1 million. Broadcast revenue, it's very difficult to get any money from broadcasting in Germany. I found that out this season. Corporate and hospitality, that's dropped down, and we've had our best season. Doesn't seem to ring true. Competition prize money, hence that's gone up 143 million, so we've increased that by 7 million. We've won the cup and the league, good European Cup run, but we've only increased that by 7 million. And we've actually lost on commercial, matchday commercial and retail, which again doesn't really ring true, as we would have been consistently filling the stadium, hence they're expanding it. So yeah, quite sure how the finances are worked out on some of these things, because if you go to a football match, everybody buys a programme, don't they? So that alone would increase things, I guess, but who knows. Kone, Danilo, Rooney, Vitor Roque and Brahim have picked up the most revenue from their shirts. Lineup, quite simple. It's Lafont in goal, believe it or not, and that is because we only signed the new goalie towards in the January transfer window. Posh, Pavlovic, Lekeba and Rome across the back four, quite right. Vigo, Doyle, Kone in the central midfield trio. Badji, Diaz and Onyegbu up front. Yeah, because a lot of them was signed in January, I guess, so that's probably why they haven't made it. The accolades this season, then let's have a look. Club Awards, Manu Kone, Fans Player of the Season. Andreas Scheidel still with us, Young Player of the Season. I'm surprised he's been here from the start and he's still only the youngest Player of the Season winner. Young Player of the Season, not youngest. Caprio, Sign of the Season, yeah, can't argue with that. I think he's played really well and made the position his own since he signed for us. Pavlovic, Goal of the Season, I think he's been really good for us this season. Vitor Roque, top goal scorer, 26 goals. I think he could win the Bundesliga goal scorer maybe with that sort of return. Brahim Diaz, 19 assists. Manu Kone, average rating, and Pavlovic for passes completed means nothing to me. He's a centre back, tip tap, cross the back. It should only be forward passes as far as I'm concerned. Tommy Doyle, 4 goals, most goals by a player in a match. That was in his debut, and what a play. Brahim Diaz, most assists, 19. Highest transfer fee paid, 49.2. That puts into context what I was saying about we don't have the money to spend lots of money on big players. You know, I've bought a 28-year-old for 49 million. And then you've got Burkhardt, highest transfer fee received. That is going to be higher than that because there's a lot of add-ons. History in the making then. Borussia Mönchengladbach, that's all normal bump, isn't it? My timeline I'm not really that interested in. We're only doing Borussia. So that is it, guys. That's the end of this season. It could very well be the end of the save. Okay, I'm gonna have to have a look at this part of it. I'm a little bit worried now that the projection, sorry, not so much projection, but debts and loans. We've got no debt, and this is what I mean. I try to do it so that we don't have any debt. The only debt we've had is debt that was here when I took over. Alright, so this one, where's that come from? And that's 26. That's this year. This has to be for the stand, for the new stadium. So 39 million isn't too bad. I don't know, guys. I think I've done what I set out to do, which is make Borussia Mönchengladbach the best team in Germany again. And this season they are. They've won the Polka, they've won the league. So if you don't see this save again, it's been a bloody good save for 4 seasons. I really enjoyed it and really hated it at the same time. It was a hard save. I'd recommend this to anybody that wants a bit of a challenge with a club. And yeah, I mean, looking at my profile here, we've played 194 games with Borussia. We've won 119, drew 30, lost 45. We've won 2 cups and a league in the 4 seasons that I've been here. I'm sure I've only been here 4 seasons. Yeah, 4 seasons. Okay, so we've won 3 trophies in 4 seasons. We finished 3rd, 2nd and 1st in Germany. So where they're coming from with best of the rest, I don't know, because we struggled to get to 6th that season. But and that's what's putting me off doing another season, is that the board aren't behind it. They are just saying best of the rest. Although they're backing it up, we've got training facilities improvement. That there, I really don't like that there. So I guess they expect us to finish 2nd or 3rd every season. And we've just won it, but they want us to work towards... well, yeah, they expect us to win it in 30-31, so 5 years' time. The save isn't going to last that long, guys. I'm really tempted. So if you don't see it again, I think it's been absolutely fantastic. The save that I've done so far with this, I've really enjoyed the save. I have overall. And yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'll have to think of something else to do, or whether we come back and continue with this one. When you watch this, I'm actually going to be on an aeroplane flying off on my summer holidays, so there's not going to be any updates on this for the next week or 2 now. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon. Take care.